خالفتم أقوال الشيوخ فأنتم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Your brother, the Orthodox Muslim, and we are back with a brand new video. Today's victim is another Eastern Orthodox proponent. Allah guide him and give him hidayah. You know the usual, he tried to defend the Trinity, and obviously it didn't work out for him. He tried to fabricate a quote from Saint Athanasius, and it didn't work out. I called him out for it. He actually admitted that he ChatGPT'd it. He came up with another quote from Athenagoras as well, and that didn't go too well for him either. So buckle up, enjoy the video, and until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. All right,
No problem, bro.
go ahead. You believe in one Usia. All right, are you
Yeah,
Eastern
being
Orthodox, by the way?
yeah, I'm Eastern Orthodox in
Okay.
my theology.
Okay, so you're familiar with the Cappadocian Fathers and what they believed about God, right?
Well, I'd have to I'm still researching on the Cappadocian Fathers, but I can get to that after we explain the Trinity
Yeah,
if you'd
sure.
like.
Yeah, so you believe
Okay,
in one
no problem.
universal common Usia and three instances of
Yeah,
divinity, right?
yeah, or three hypostases. Persons are not very well. They
It's
admitted
it's
this
okay.
at
We could use hypostases. The point is a
Yeah,
hypostasis is a individualization of a rational nature.
yeah. So they're distinct properties within this one being. They're not separate entities.
Yeah. So that would be a contradiction.
So, I heard your argument earlier, and I was taking it down. I was actually writing it down because I was listening to you. I actually listened to the argument. I'm not emotional about anything. I actually listen.
Yeah.
You're saying that basically the problem is that the father and son doesn't have the same essential properties. Like, for example, the father begets the son, or the father spirals the spirit. Is that the argument that you have against the Trinity?
It's one of them. You could deal with it. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I can deal with that very easily. So yeah, I just want to make sure I'm not strawmanning you in any way. I want to just lay out your argument on that specific point, and then we can go from there.
Sure.
So
What's the definition of an essence?
the definition of an essence is like, are you talking about in Trinity?
Are you using a different definition for an essence, or
No, so
what's
Usia
what's?
would be an equivalent definition. I would say the fundamental unity, affirming that God is one being, not multiple.
Yeah, that's not a definition of an essence. I said, what's the definition of an essence?
So definition of an essence would be essential properties.
Okay, so it would be the set of essential properties that make a thing what it is, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Yep,
good,
yep.
good. Okay, so now we could continue. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So it's basically you're saying that the essential property is that the father begets the son does not beget the father. Therefore, the father has the property of begetting the son, which the son does not
Yeah.
have.
So
This
one
property,
sec, you would agree that if we had three essences, there would be three gods, right?
yeah, of course.
Okay,
That's not
good.
even debatable.
Okay,
So
good.
now let me
Yeah,
lay out my
continue.
argument against, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So now so how we theologians would argue this, Orthodox theologians, we would say that to argue against this premise using the following counter arguments. Relation is not a property that defines essence. So I would say that while the father's ability to beget his son is a real relation, it does not define the father's essence. The father's essence is not constituted by his relationship with the son, but rather by his divinity, which is shared with the son.
Yeah, okay, good. So that's exactly what I thought you were gonna say. You're saying that the hypostatic properties are not essential to divinity, right?
Yes, it's not essential to divinity,
Okay,
correct.
good. Is the Father's aseity essential to divinity?
What do you mean by aseity, if you can elaborate on that?
The Father is the fountain of divinity, right? He's the RK.
Yeah, and in terms of
Okay,
relational, I would say.
okay, good. So the Father is independently divine. The Son is dependently divine, insofar as he derives his divinity from the Father.
From the Father's essence, but how this is, we cannot explain. I'll just let you know right now. How that is, we
I'm
can.
not asking you how it is. I'm asking you. The Father is ase, meaning that he derives his divinity from nobody, from himself. The Son doesn't derive his divinity from himself. He derives it from the arche, from the Father.
Sure, okay.
Okay, good. Is being ase an essential property of divinity?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So for X to be truly God, X does not have to be Ase.
In regards to being the sole arcana divinity, no, he's just the one who generates the sun, which again,
No,
I would say
I'm not asking you that. I said for X to be divine, because you said aseity is not essential. Meaning, aseity does not relate to the divine nature. Aseity is a property of the hypostases, correct?
yes, correct,
Good. So in order for subject X to have the divine nature, subject X doesn't have to be ase.
correct.
Good. Is the Father as divine as the Son is divine?
Yes,
So the Father does not have to be ase to be God.
correct.
So the Father could be caused by another divine person.
Well, no, he cannot.
So then
'Cause
it's an
he's
essential property. You just said
no.
if
It's like saying that the father can be a son. No, it's not possible.
okay,
The
then it's
father cannot be
okay.
a son.
That's the point. So then the Father is
Yeah. So
essentially
so with that
ase.
logic,
Wait, just follow. So the Father is then essentially ase, meaning there's no possible world
that's a
where
false
the
conclusion.
Father. It's how's that a non sequitur?
Yeah, so I can see that as a false conclusion because if you say that, then you can say that the father can be a son, and
No,
that
no,
specific.
that's the conclusion I'm pushing you to. So it's
Yeah,
either
that's it.
okay.
That's a jump.
So then okay, we'll see. It's either aseity is essential to divinity, or aseity is not essential to divinity. Do you know what essential means? Just so everybody is
Yeah,
understanding what it means.
essential is like these are properties that are essential to the subject's nature or definition.
So in order for the subject to have this nature in this context to be God, this subject must have all of these essential properties. It cannot lack it in any possible world, right?
Yeah, so like with the nature, yeah, the usia cannot lack any essential properties. For
Good,
example, being omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent,
good, good,
all-glowing. That's
good.
the essential
Is
properties of
aseity
the
one of the
divine essence.
is aseity one of those essential properties?
Well, I would say that this is an interesting question. I would say that in relation to the Trinity, the Father deity is often seen as I would say that's the source of the Son and Spirit, but
Yeah, is it
as he's the
essential?
one who
Hey brother,
begets. Yeah.
is it essential to the divine nature or not?
But yeah, it's okay. I'll change my position. It is essential, but it's all shared with the three persons.
Okay, so then that must mean the Son is ase necessarily.
If he's from the essence of the Father, then he has the exact essence and print of his being. So I would
Is
say
this
that the Son
is
would be Ase.
the Son is not ase?
If
That
it's an
contra-
essential
that
property of God's
well,
nature.
but that's the problem. If it is essential, then the Son must also be ase. The problem is the Son is not ase because the Son is not aratheas. The Son is begotten, generated, caused by another. To be ase is to be unbegotten, ungenerated, and uncaused, is to be the source, the arche, and the fountainhead. So if you're saying that it is essential to divine nature to be ase, meaning that if a thing does not have this essential property, that thing cannot be God, you just admitted that Jesus is not God because he lacks an essential
So
divine
actually,
making property.
we can see what some of the theologians would said on this. So I can look at Athanasius of Alexandria. So you're saying that the self-existence or independence is it's
Is
like something that's
only it's only the Father
yeah,
has.
okay.
That's what
I agree
Athanasius
with that.
says.
So no.
Good.
Well, the thing is, okay. Um, let me see what he says on the incarnation.
That he says what
Uh,
I'm saying. He says we don't say that the Son
well, no.
is
Actually, no.
not
He says that
caused.
no. He says that Son is self-existence. He says that against Arians
No. Hey brother,
in
hey
D
brother,
Sinois 35.
hey brother. 1 second. First of all, Athanasius doesn't think that the Son is self-existent because
Well, he exists from himself, actually.
hey brother, just wait. Hey brother, just relax.
Okay, no problem.
Athanasius says we don't say that the Son is uncaused and ungenerated because if we were to say that, we would have two gods. That's what Athanasius says in Against the Arians, number one. Number two, I'm not sure what you're referring to. I've never seen Athanasius say that. But even if, how is that relevant? Do you believe the Son is caused or uncaused?
I would say that That aseity being uncaused. I would say that relationally he would be an aseity. Like I'm sorry, no, no, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Aseity, they all share the same aseity, but
They
relationally he is
can't share
caused.
the same aseity. That's gibberish. Aseity means to be ungenerated. Is the sun generated?
In regards to relation, not essence. His essence is.
Hey brother, that caveat doesn't help you. Is the sun generated or not?
I would say as in a relational property, not in a sense of like essence. Essence
So what is
is
he?
from the Father.
Okay. So then he is generated, correct?
I would say that would be a relational
Oh,
property.
okay, that's fine, relational or not. Of course, it's relational. It's in relation to
Yeah,
the
so
Father.
generation so
Go.
the Son is uncaused by in himself. He's self-existent in
No. We
himself
know.
because
Hey,
they're co-equal.
brother. When we say caused, I'm not inserting temporal generation. Okay, that's not what I'm insinuating. I'm insinuating that that the Son has a point of origin. Does the Son of God ontologically have a point of origin other than himself?
So he is no, he doesn't have a point of origin.
So
If
the
that's
Father
what
is
you're implying.
not his origin.
Relationally,
Okay,
he
so then he
is.
does have a point of origin.
In the relation, you can say that, no
Good,
problem.
good. Is it an essential divine making property to have no point of origin?
Yeah, and regards to yeah, an essential, yeah, very much so, essentially,
Good.
yes.
So Jesus lacks an essential divine making property.
No, so it's not a divine making property to be
Okay, so it's not
to be
essential. So then it's not essential.
so when the
Brother, you're all over the place. You just said it's
no
essentially
no no
divine making. So you take that back. It's not divine making anymore.
to be uncaused, the Son is uncaused in his essence. His essence is uncaused.
Brother, just relax. I'm talking about the Son of God. Is his divinity communicated to him?
And so what do you mean by communicate to him? Can you elaborate?
Is his divinity derived by another?
In regards to essence, his essence is underived.
His essence is his divinity.
Yeah, it's underived.
How could it be underived? He derives it from the Father.
It's eternity. It's not something that has
I'm
a
not.
point of
I'm
beginning.
not, brother. I'm not talking about temporal generation. I'm not talking about temporal generation. I'm not talking about that. I didn't say he has a point in time. I said ontologically, not temporally. Does he have a point of origin? Is he derived by another?
Yeah, so
Good.
again, I would say
Brother,
that
this shouldn't be hard. This
in his
shouldn't.
essence, he's not derived by anyone. I would say that
His
would be
essence is his.
relational.
Hey, brother. His essence is his divinity. Is it something else?
No, it's not something else. I'm not
Okay, so
saying that.
is his divinity derived by the Father?
Yes, but doesn't mean
So
that
his essence is derived by the Father. That's what it means to be
he's
begotten.
generated, but it's relational, not
Good. I'm not
an
saying
essence.
okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Nobody contended that.
But the essence
Is it
itself is uncaused
okay? Good.
because it shared the same essence.
Just wait.
Okay.
That's the conclusion you're assuming. That's what we're arguing. So don't assume your conclusion. That's circular. I'm saying they can't have the same essence. That's the whole point. So don't assume
That's
that
your
they
argument,
have it.
but
Yeah.
that's pretty
So
false.
okay, we'll see. So now answer the question: is aseity, meaning to not be derived by another, essential for any agent that's God, or is it non-essential, meaning that an agent that's God could be derived by another?
So, again, I would say that the Son exists independently. But his aseity is derived from the Father,
But
but he also
that's
exists
not what I asked. He
independently.
doesn't, brother. Aseity is to be underived. Is the Son derived or underived?
Relate, I would say that it would be in a relational
Okay, so he's
sense.
derived.
Relationally, not
Good.
essentially.
Is it an essential property to be underived?
It is an essential property to be underived,
Good.
but he's not
So
derived. His essence is not.
any agent that's truly God must be underived.
Yeah, and I would say yes to
Is
that.
Jesus underived?
Yeah, he's underived in
No,
his.
but so he's
Yeah, he's
not begotten.
underived
So he's not begotten.
relationally.
So he is derived.
Relationally.
So okay, so he's not God. You just
He's
admitted it. He's
self
not God.
no, no, no. He's
Hey
self-existent in
brother,
his own no, I
hey
didn't.
brother,
I didn't.
you just admitted that
You're
Jesus is
straw
not
manning me.
God. I'm not
You're
straw
straw
manning
manning
you.
me.
What
Yes, you
come
are.
on, dude.
I didn't say that.
What's the
I
straw
didn't
man?
say
What did
that.
I straw man? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
the straw man is that you're saying that Jesus. I'm saying that Jesus is not God. I'm not
Yeah,
saying that
that
at
is
all.
what you're saying.
Not at all. Not at
Okay,
all. Absolutely not.
so then you
Okay,
don't
so
so
the Holy Spirit's aseity
brother,
is derived from the Father.
there's no such thing as Holy Spirit aseity because only one person is ase. There's no aseity
It's
in the
derived from
Son and the
the
Holy
aseity.
Spirit.
So the when he says the Father is the fount of divinity, it's saying that he is the one who generates the persons in relation, but the essence they're with his essence.
Lord, dude,
They're
you don't know what you're talking about. You
Yeah, I
have no
do,
idea.
but
You don't know. You can't,
you're
brother,
twisting my words. You're like you do the early church fathers, my friend.
Just listen. Just listen. You don't even know what. Like I don't know how you're using essence. You're not even using it properly. Listen. Essence is a set of essential properties, correct?
Yes, we mentioned that.
Before we determine whether they have the same essence or a different essence, we must determine whether they have the same essential properties or not, correct?
Yeah.
Good. So before we can conclude they have the same essence, we must first conclude that they have the same essential properties, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Good.
Okay.
Is the Father essentially ase?
Yes, essentially I'll say yes.
Is that an essential property?
Yeah, sure.
Does the Son have aseity?
Yes.
The Son is unbegotten?
Yeah, his essence is unbegotten.
So Jesus is unbegotten.
Yes.
And he's also begotten.
Relationally.
What's the distinction?
The hypostasis. There's a distinction, the hypostasis, and distinction relation.
We understand. I'm asking about the hypostasis. Is the hypostasis begotten?
The hypostases in regards to the relation, yes, the Son and Spirit are begotten in
Okay,
relation. I'm sorry,
okay.
the Son is begotten, the Spirit is
Okay,
spirit.
good.
Sorry.
So before we can determine the essence of the hypostases, we must see if the hypostases has the same divine essential properties, correct?
Yes, and I said
Good.
again, you have
Good.
to repeat yourself.
So now, pay attention because you know the conclusion. That's why you're running away.
No, I'm not.
Okay, yeah, you know you're cut because either way, if you say it's essential, you're cooked. If you say it's not essential, you're cooked. It's both ways. So it's a lose-lose.
The essence. Okay,
So let me finish, brother.
I'm
Just
gonna finish.
just listen. No. Stop assuming that they share the same essence because that's what we're arguing. You can't assume your conclusion.
They do. So according to the early church fathers, the essence of the Son is uncaused.
Yeah, Lord. Okay, give me a single church father who said that. Go ahead.
Are you going to become Christian if I?
No. What kind of arbitrary criteria is that? Go bring the quote. Find me a single Eastern Orthodox father who says the Son is uncaused.
Here, give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up.
Go ahead.
Let me see this. Okay, against Arian, Athanasius writes in his work against Arians, De Synodes 35. Athanasius writes, when we read it for you?
Yeah, what's the quote? I have against the Arians in front of me here.
Yeah, De Synodes 35.
Yeah, which discourse of against the Arians?
Let me see which one this is. Hold on. Athanasius De Synod 35, page 26.
No, I'm asking you which discourse. There's against the Arians, and then there's 4 discourses. So which discourse and against the Arians? Let's read it.
Give me 1 second. Let me get you the exact. Okay.
Never use ChatGPT ever again because watch, it's gonna embarrass you. It's gonna
No,
let you
I
down.
have it right here. I have it on my screen on the
Okay.
new Advent. I just have to find exactly which quote is this.
Okay.
I
Okay.
took it on my
If
notes, so
if you're
that's why.
if you're on New Advent, it would show you which discourse. That's how I know you're not on New Advent. So, anyways, don't use ChatGPT again because it's not gonna do good and misquotes and it doesn't give real quotes. So go ahead. New Advent has against the Arians, Discourse 1, Discourse 2, Discourse 3, Discourse 4. Which discourse in against the Arians and which article?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Sure. Oh, sorry, I was muted. Somebody asked if Libiano is a previous Christian. No, I am not a previous Christian. Thank God.
Here, so I have to find it. I'm looking for it right now. Can I come back and then I give you the quote?
Brother, can you just admit that you ChatGPT'd it, bro? Please?
No, I didn't. I didn't chat
Just,
GPT
brother,
anything.
brother, if you want to be honest to God, just admit it. Because
What?
because the ironic thing is Saint Athanasius says the exact opposite in Against the Arians. He says, we don't say he is uncaused because that would mean he's a second God. So this is how I know you chat GBT'd it. So just admit it. It's okay. It's fine. You messed up. Okay? And you don't have to like pretend like there's a quote that doesn't exist. Can you just admit it, brother?
Uh, so no, I'm not lying. I'm just trying to find the quote because I had it in my notes
Brother,
here,
why
but
why it's Lent, brother.
I
You
lost
don't
it.
you don't fear God, man? Come on, man. Just admit it. You know you're lying, brother. You know you're lying.
I'm
It
not
doesn't
lying. I'm
exist.
not lying. I promise to God, I'm not lying.
You just promised to God too. Okay, no worries, man. No worries. Thank you so much.
Okay, so actually, let me Okay, so actually, I'm actually gonna appeal to an earlier source. Is that okay?
Okay, can you just admit the first source doesn't? It's not there.
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah. The
exist.
first source I made a mistake. No problem. No problem. I
Okay,
admit, Habibi. Okay.
thank you.
Does
Go
that
ahead.
satisfy your ego a little bit? Okay, no
It's not
problem.
satisfying
Uh,
my ego, brother. It's for you to deflate your ego. But it's okay. Go ahead.
no problem.
Yeah.
Athenagros,
You mean you mean
plea for the Christians,
you mean
chapter 10.
it's not Athenagos. It's Athenagoras.
Athenagros. Sorry, I'm not
You see,
English is
you
not
don't.
my
You
first
see, you don't
language.
even know your church fathers. How are you gonna you? You don't.
English not my first
You
language,
never.
my
You
friend.
didn't even know who Athenagoras is.
So English not my first language. Okay.
Okay, which century did Athenagoras live in?
177 AD.
Okay. All right. Where do I go?
Athenagros, chapter. Here, let me see the chapter again. Chapter 10. Plea for the Christians, chapter 10.
Athenagoras' plea for the Christians, chapter 10. Okay, where in chapter 10?
Let me find the exact word verbatim.
I'm at chapter 10 right now. This better this this better not be another ChatGPT quote, man.
It's, it's not a,
It better
okay,
not
okay,
be.
I got it. Chapter four. Actually,
So
let me
we went
see.
from chapter 10 to chapter 4? How did that
No, no,
work?
no, 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 no. Sorry. I'm looking at the quote. I'm trying to find the exact quote. Just give me 1 second, man. I just haven't
All
looked in
right.
this in a while.
All right.
Okay, chapter 10. Do you see chapter
So
10?
we're back at chapter 10, man. Okay. I'm at chapter 10. What's up?
Okay. You looking at it? You want to start from?
Yeah, we acknowledge one God, uncreated, eternal, invisible, impassible, incomprehensible, illimitable, who is apprehended by understanding only, and the reason, who is encompassed by light and beauty and spirit and power, ineffable, by whom the universe has been created through his logos. So who's the God who is eternal, uncreated, impassible, incomprehensible, who has a logos?
That would be the Father and Son, which
No,
is
it's
talking
no,
about the
it's the
two persons
no,
of the
it's the
triad.
no, it's the Father who has a logos, right?
Yeah, and all these qualities are
No,
also in the
no,
logos.
doesn't say that. It says only the Father has those qualities. It says
Well,
we
the thing, no,
believe.
no, 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 no.
Let's read it again. Let's read it again. We acknowledge one God. Who's this one
No, no.
God? Un,
Look at the verse under there. Look
let
at
me.
the.
All right,
Okay,
well,
no
it's okay.
problem.
We'll read it. We acknowledge one God, uncreated, eternal, invisible, impassible, incomprehensible, illimitable, who is apprehended by the understanding and only and the reason, who is encompassed by light and the beauty and spirit, and powerful, ineffable, by whom the universe has been created through his logos. So
Yeah.
who is being described here? Who is
So yeah, I would
his
say
logos?
the
Okay,
father
good.
who has the yeah, no problem. I would describe that he's talking
Okay,
about the
all right.
father, and the logos would reference the son. Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you look down further, it says I will state briefly that he is the first product of the father, not as having been brought into existence
No
or
way.
from the beginning.
No way. So, oh, brother.
No,
The
he says not
quote,
as having been brought into
oh,
existence.
no way, no way, you just did this stuff, brother. The quote you were supposed to find is where Jesus is uncreated, ungenerated,
Yeah, so
uncaused,
we know that his
and
essence
you gave
is
just wait,
uncaused, but his
and you gave me a quote that says he is caused,
no. So he said no. I did not do that. No, no, no. He said
bro.
if you read
Bro,
it,
you're
I will
not.
state that briefly that he is the first part of the fall, not as him being brought into existence. You hear me?
Wait, yeah,
Not as it,
wait. I already
not.
told
Okay,
you
okay.
we're not talking about temporal generation. We're not talking about being brought into existence at a point in time. You just brought a verse that, or sorry, not a verse, a quote that proves that Jesus is generated and caused.
That's relationally. That's relationally. I
Oh
understand.
my god, dude. All right, man. Come on, just take take the
Okay,
L,
so
brother.
if the son is identical with the father in essence, does that destroy your argument?
No, it just means that they have relative identity, which is gibberish.
Yeah. So I would say that
Do you and I have the same essence?
no, of course not. You're different.
We
You're a
we don't.
different being from me.
No, we have this according to Saint Gregory of Nyssa. Me and you have the same essence.
In regards to what human nature, our nature.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So
I
you
would
and
say that,
I,
yeah.
you and I have the same essence.
Yeah, but we don't share the same being, so.
What is the distinction here? I think you're equivocating. You're taking a Catholic view and then you're switching back to an Orthodox view.
What do you mean?
Because the one usia that the Eastern Orthodox believe in just refers to the common universal essence.
Okay.
It just refers to the type.
Yeah,
So
but we don't.
that's what Saint Gregory of Nyssa and Basil say. They say that the three persons have one common divine essence, just like
Right.
Peter and Thomas have the same common universal humanity.
Right.
So then being slash essence just refers to what is common between two instantiations.
But
So
me and you are two separate beings, though. We have our own, like being, as in sense like we have our own characteristics and
and Jesus and the Father in that same sense have their own characteristics and being.
yeah, I mean they share the same being
And
because
you
they have the
and
same essence and
no,
they
they have just essential properties. They just have a common essence that they share. Just
yeah,
like
but
you and
they have distinct relational. Okay.
right, and you and me have distinct relational properties.
What makes them different is that they share the same being, though.
But me and you in that same sense share the same being. In the sense that we share the same essential human making properties.
But do we share the same mind?
No, neither do the Father and the Son.
Yeah, they do have one mind in the Godhead.
They share the same consciousness?
We don't use words like conscious. That's a later
Okay,
invention. We
okay.
use words like mind.
Okay,
They have the same mind.
you just did this to yourself. Do the persons have the same faculty of reason?
What do you mean by that?
Do the persons affirm the same propositions and knowledge? Do they have the same identical mind?
Yes, they have the same identical mind.
Okay, in this
Are you
one
gonna
mind,
bring the I know I
in
what's
this
the
yeah
verse?
yeah
He doesn't know the
the
hour.
argument the
Go ahead,
argument
bring it. I
from
heard that 1,000
the
times. Go
argument so you're gonna hear it again. The argument from indexicals.
ahead.
You see, you're getting nervous. The argument from indexicals. Does the one mind of God affirm I am the Father?
You talking about?
Yeah. Does the one mind of God affirm I am the Father?
The one mind of God does not no, he doesn't say that. No.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
they share the same mind, I would say,
So
but
then the
they are not
Father. So the Father does
there's
not.
distinct hypostases that share
Okay.
the
So
same
then
mind.
the.
Like they say the same being.
Okay. So then the Father does not affirm I am the Father. The Father is not the
Well,
Father.
well the father doesn't you I think you're inflating essential with relational
Essential.
because
We're not talking about essential and
like the
relational properties.
hypostases are
Hey, brother,
the
we're talking about propositions that are affirmed by the singular one mind. So there's one mind, like you just said, which
yeah, the one mind can say I'm the Father, the one mind can say I'm the Son, the one mind I can say I'm the
so the
Spirit.
one
It's not,
mind
yeah.
says I am the Father and I am the Son and I am the Holy Spirit.
So this is the one mind is shared. Yes, it can
So the
also affirm that
Father
by
is the
virtue of being.
so the Father is the Son and the Holy Spirit. You just became a modalist.
No, I didn't.
You just said the one mind says I am the Father, I am the Son, and I am the Holy Spirit. So the
Yeah,
Father.
if we're saying that the one mind is part of the one being, God.
So then the Father can say, I am the Father, I am the Son, and I am the Holy Spirit.
Not the Father can. The Father
Okay,
won't
so
say
then the
that
Father
because
has a
it's
different.
distinct hypostasis.
So then the Father has a different mind.
There is one mind in the Godhead. There
Okay,
isn't
no, it
three
must.
separate
Okay,
minds.
the one mind, does it say I am the Father, I am the Son, I am the Holy Spirit?
The one mind can say that because the one mind is shared by
Okay,
the three hypostases.
does the Father have this one mind?
The Father. Well, yeah, the Father has this one mind. Sure, they
Okay,
share
so
the
then the
same mind.
Father says, I am the Father, I am the Son, and I am the Holy Spirit.
Well, no, the Father does not say that. The
Okay, so
Father.
then it must be
No,
a di- so then it must
it's
so
a
then it
distinct
must
hypostasis.
so then it must be a different mind because the one mind says I am the Father, I am the Son, I am the Holy Spirit. The Father, if he has the same mind, then he says I am the Father, I am the Son, and I am the. Yeah, I get that. That's fine. But it's the same one mind. And that one mind says I am the Father, I am the Son, I am the Holy Spirit. If the Father affirms everything this one mind affirms, then the Father affirms, I am the Father, I am the Son, and I am the Holy Spirit. If he doesn't, then he must have a different mind.
It's that you're inflating. I think you're inflating the
I'm not.
relational
So it's not. It's not inflating. It's conflating.
properties. I mean, sorry, conflating.
Yeah.
Relational. You're
Brother, this
saying
has
that the
not. This has
relational.
nothing. Brother, this has nothing to do with properties. We're talking about propositions. So propositions, not properties. We're talking about propositional knowledge. There's one set of knowledge, according to you. If this one set of knowledge affirms the following propositions, I am the Father, I am the Son, I am the Holy Spirit, and each person has this set of knowledge and set of propositions, then you have collapsed your God into one person.
Yeah. So, I see what you're going with that, but I would say that
Brother,
it's part of nature that the
just give
mind.
it up, brother.
No,
Just, brother, it's all right, bro. You're still young. You still got some studying to do. It's
yeah,
no
no,
hate.
I got some study to do. No problem. I'm
That's
just
fine, man.
having a nice dialogue.
It's
I'm not
brother.
debating. I'm
It's
just having a
brother.
dialogue.
I know your superiors are gonna like disown you and kick you out of the Discord server after this. So I don't I don't wanna keep
No.
doing this to you, brother. Okay. So it's
No
fine,
problem.
brother.
I'll come back. I'll study up, but thank you for the
No
extra
worries.
ammo. Now I'm gonna have something to study about.
It's
No problem.
thank you so much, man. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye bye. Man.